global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Talking about Maxi Nnamdi Kanu's release, an Igbo group has come out to reveal the people who are behind the delay in his release. You know, some few days ago, about 50 lawmakers from the Green Chambers from different geopolitical zones signed a plea that was sent across to Bola Ahmed Tinubu over the need for immediate release of Maxi Nnamdi Kanu. And that is equal to suggestion by the judge that they should think of meeting with the federal government for a possible political solution or settling out of court. But right now, it seems that this particular Igbo group has decided to come up and speak specifically about those who are behind the delayance. 3 governors have been mentioned and some members of the National Assembly. And according to them, they say they are actually working against the release of Maxi Nnamdi Kanu. We're going to be looking at full details of that in a jiffy. Now, according to the news, Maxi Nnamdi has alleged that some political elites have been frustrating political moves to ensure the release of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Maxi Nnamdi Kanu, by the federal government of Nigeria. Johannes, in a fresh statement on Monday made available, identified 3 Southeast governors, National Assembly members, some fake Biafra agitators, certain elders of the Southeast region, and some other political elites as working to frustrate Kanu's release because of their own selfish political gains. Particularly, the group identified a specific Southeast governor who visited Agony for the commissioning of the Agony International Airport on 5th May 2022 during the tenure of former President Muhammadu Buhari, but is not from the state of being heavily involved in the plot to stop the release of the IPOB leader. Hanze, however, warned in its statement that it would no longer fold its arm and watch them sabotage effort to secure Kanu's release, but would sanction the affected person if they continue the plan to obstruct Kanu's release through a potential out-of-court settlement between the federal government and the embattled Biafra agitator. As Ndibo, in his statement signed by its Secretary General Okechukwu Izuzoro, readers say the recent turn of events regarding the potential out-of-court settlement between the federal government and Nnamdi Kanu has kindled optimism among Nigerians and Ndibo. The decision of the Federal High Court Abuja to adjourn the proceeding till September 2024, urging both parties to explore negotiation and settlement under Section 17 of the High Court, have signaled a glimmer of hope for justice and reconciliation. However, amidst this ray of hope, there loom a shadow of discord and self-serving agendas within certain quarters of Southeast governors, political elites, and misguided elders. These individuals appear intent on obstructing the path to Nnamdi Kanu's freedom, deriving personal gains from his continued incarceration, and diverting state resources under the guise of addressing security challenges in the Southeast. Moreover, there exists a group of political elite from National Assembly masquerading as patriots, but who seem eager to exploit the situation for their political gain, forsaking the true objective of securing Nnamdi Kanu's release. Additionally, criminal camouflage as Biafra agitator led by individuals like Simon Ekpa are perpetuating acts of violence and criminality that further exacerbates the previous security situation in the country. Johannes and Ndibo sternly warn all those who seek to thwart Nnamdi Kanu's release to consider the gravity of their action. The people of the Southeast bear the brunt of the escalating insecurity challenges and economic fallout resulting from civil disobedience such as the sit-at-home directive. Any effort to derail the path towards peace and justice will not go unchallenged, and there will be consequences. We express grave concern over the actions of a specific Southeast governor who has consistently obstructed Nnamdi Kanu's release for personal political gain. They missed opportunity during former President Buhari's visit to Agony for the commissioning of the Agony International Airport on 5th May 2022 due to the governor's interference, who, not from Agony State, stands as a clear example of political sabotage. Hannes and Ndibo shall not stand silent as these governors continue to undermine the interests of the people for their agenda. The statement added that punitive measures and disciplinary actions will be enforced against any individual or group impeding the Southeast journey towards peace and justice. We urge Nnamdi Kanu's legal team to remain vigilant and guard against political interference from Southeast governors and politicians that could jeopardize the process of securing his freedom. Hannes and Ndibo also call upon extreme Igbo leaders and statesmen like Chief Emeka Anyaoku, Chief Ebitu Ukiwe, Senator Ike Nwachukwu, and others to lend their credibility and support to the effort towards Nnamdi Kanu's release. He further stated, and I quote, said the federal government must receive assurance from these evil respected figures to advance the out-of-court settlement. Let us stand together in pursuit of unity, justice, and prosperity for the Southeast region. We are resolute in our commitment to peace, justice, and the well-being of all Igbos. The time for change is at hand, and together we shall forge a path towards a brighter future. Those were the words of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, and I must say that this is quite expository, though they were not very keen in revealing the names of the people who are involved in this, but a kind of a pointer to who they are and what they have been doing to ensure that the possibility of releasing Maxi Nnamdi Kanu is at a zero level. Don't forget that politicians will always remain politicians. All what that is important to them is their political gains. Unfortunately, Nigeria is a corrupt country, and everybody wants to see how they can milk it dry by ensuring that they do everything to secure huge support for their political progress. But Ohanaeze Ndigbo seems to be tired of what is going on, and they have given a stern warning that if these people do not desist from this act of sabotage towards the release of Maxi Nnamdi Kanu, they will feel the sledgehammer. But I don't even know what the sledgehammer will be, because if we must tell ourselves the truth, these people have been known long ago. They have been an underground play, pointing different directions, different times. Some persons in their talk have pointed to them, but then nothing has been done. And the most interesting part is they made mention of Simon Ekpa, who is, I think, is the Prime Minister for Biafra outside the country and all of that. But however, I think that with time, everything will come to limelight, because no matter how you disguise yourself and pretend as if you don't know what is going on, it's just a matter of time. Time will reveal the intent of the hearts of men, and possibly everyone will know who had been the saboteur and all of that. So the situation right now is getting very interesting, and this is this is a sensitive moment. If the court itself feel it's important based on what has been going on, because I think the reason why court is demanding for settlement out of court is because most of the court orders issued in the favor of Maxi Nnamdi Kanu has been disobeyed by the federal government. Don't forget, no matter how independent judiciary is, they still exist in this republic called Nigeria. So, being that they exist here, somehow, if the federal government decides to turn their back on any court order given, no matter how the judiciary rages, don't forget that the salary of the judiciary still comes from these same people. So, the respect for the rule of law has been grossly reduced, and that is affecting a lot of things. I think it's on that ground that, we can't continue on this fruitless journey. Talk to the president and the attorney general of the federation on this case, because we're tired of sitting. That's the message they were sending. We're tired of sitting and keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. So, however, let's see what will happen in the nearest future. Now that these guys have been openly won by the Ohanaeze Ndigbo, let's see if they will, allow this particular move by the entirety of Nigeria this time around towards its release. Let's see how productive it will be. That's what we would like to leave it.